over 325,000 square feet are officially cleared to be reused for future national security missions at the Y-12 National Security Complex. Workers have just finished removing more than 81 million pounds of debris from the demolition of the former uranium enrichment facility, Alpha 2. UCOR completed demolition of the 325,000 square foot Alpha 2 facility earlier this year. The waste removal signifies the final chapter of this Manhattan Project-era building demolition project. The waste, totaling 3,433 truckloads, was shipped to the Oak Ridge's on-site landfill, the Environmental Management Waste Management Facility. To handle this vast number of truckloads, UCOR processed and shipped materials and actively helped identify any secondary waste requiring cleanup. With the Alpha 2 footprint now officially cleared, the next phase involves downsizing and packaging the lead removed from Alpha 2 during demolition, then characterizing and restoring the site to guarantee the area is safe for reuse. These final phases are vital for supporting Y-12's ongoing national security missions and fostering economic development.
We are standing on the south lot of the Y-12 National Security Complex Beta 4 building. This project started in design phase in May of 2025, and we took to the field in September of 2025. So all the way from the beginning to here, we've been able to get 15 structures, bring utilities such as primary, secondary electrical, potable water, and sanitary sewer up to final connections, and we are about to energize the trailers and approaching project completion. So why is Beta 4 infrastructure complex so important to UCOR and what we're doing? This 15 structure complex is relocating our craft and our crews a lot closer to the job site. We've been able to relocate industrial hygiene, tool crib, radcon, craft, supervision, and all the others closer to the job site. So when you think about how minutes matter and how we execute work, that's going to save a lot of time, a lot of schedule, and then ultimately save the taxpayer. So the completion of this Beta 4 infrastructure project is a big deal to UCOR, to our client, and also to Y-12, mainly just because we are taking the next step towards cleanup to take down Beta 4, provide the real estate for whatever comes next after UCOR completes the project.
UCOR's D&D crews are continuing to reduce risk at ORNL's Isotope Row by removing and packaging a processed off-gas line using a 110-ton crane to remove pipe bridges and radiological filter houses. This work is an essential step in preparing the facilities for demolition. Workers are safely segmenting and placing the waste into waste containers, supporting proper handling and disposal of legacy contamination. The work advances ongoing deactivation, where crews have systematically cleared hazardous equipment, including hot cells and process systems. It reduces environmental risk and positions the facility for safe demolition, enabling future science and innovation missions at ORNL. With this scope complete, crews are planning to remove a carousel system used in various laboratory settings to automate the handling and testing of samples with new hoisting equipment. Teams will also deploy unique borescope technology being used on the footprint for the first time to further characterize internal conditions in limited access areas. UCOR has installed new structural screens at the White Oak Embayment Sediment Retention Structure, or SRS, a significant effort to provide a long-term solution following repairs made over last Thanksgiving and early January timeframes. The SRS was built in the early 1990s as a CERCLA time-critical action along the White Oak Creek near the mouth of the Clinch River. This structure minimizes surging and potential erosion, It also controls the discharge of contaminated sediments in water from ORNL. Over 4 months, the Environmental Services team ensured there were no environmental impacts and supported communications with regulators until the long-term solution was in place. The team completed 360 water samples, managed shipping and transport of the samples, and created a new analytical laboratory contract to facilitate faster turnaround of results. Critical projects led a cross-functional team with support from nuclear operations, construction management, engineering and technology development, and subcontractor crews to design, fabricate, mobilize, and install these key structural screens to extend the life of the SRS by another 2 to 3 decades.